Good morning, everyone. My name is Brianne Haas, and on behalf of the entire Pavaso team, I want to welcome you to today's mobile closing webinar for notaries who will use the Pavaso web close platform for digital e-closings. This webinar will include all steps for conducting a closing where some documents will be e-signed and e-notarized, and some documents will be wet signed. It is important to note that you will be responsible for determining whether or not e-notarization is legal in your area. You will need to register your notary credentials with Pavaso. We will send you a quick registration guide after you are Pavaso certified. Today, I will explain 3 things. I will explain the overall e-closing process. I will show you how to complete a digital closing, and I will explain what you need to do in order to obtain your Pavaso certification. So first, let's take a look at the overall digital process. The process begins with the mortgage lender who will create an order in Pavaso. They will upload the final loan package into Pavaso and will then assign a closing company and agent to the order who is notified via email. That brings us down to the title office where they will upload their package into Pavaso and apply signature tags or templates where applicable. They will then complete configuration, which will send the borrowers an email notification that their documents are ready to review at home. The borrowers will then sign in and open the order. They review and accept their documents, again doing this at home, and then the borrowers confirm that they are ready to close. This will bring us to a status of pending closing. Your order must be in pending closing status in order to close, so be sure to check that prior to departing for your closing. During the closing, the required parties will meet, all digital documents are completed, and then the wet signed documents are sent back to the title office in order to close the loan. Now let's talk about some things we need to know and do before the closing. You will be sent an invitation email from Pavaso letting you know that an order has been assigned to you. That email will look like this, and you will need to click the Click Here link in order to accept your invitation to join Pavaso and create your account. Each of these things should be done prior to your meeting with the borrowers. You also need to verify the hardware you are working with meets our minimum requirements. These minimum hardware requirements are a laptop with a mouse. You must have internet access in order to close the loan on Pavaso. You will not be able to access the website without internet, so be sure that you have a stable connection at the location which you are meeting the borrowers, or be sure that you have your own mobile hotspot. You must sign into Pavaso and verify that the order has been assigned to you is in pending closing status. If the order is not in pending closing status, then you need to contact the title office immediately. You will either print the wet signed documents yourself, or the closing agent at the title office will print them for you. You will need to contact your title office to talk about which option will be applicable to you. I will show you how to identify if your order has been in pending closing status and how to print the wet signed documents if you need to. You will visit www.pavaso.com for the order assigned to you. You will enter your credentials created after you received the invitation email. It's important to note if you are working with multiple notary services and title companies, you will need to open your profile. To do this, click on the drop-down next to your name in the gray bar at the top of the screen. Click My Profile. Then select the appropriate notary service in the company drop-down located in the middle of the page. Click on Home in the gray bar to return to the previous page. From here, you will click on Digital Close Enterprise and enter your 6-digit PIN. This opens the order lobby. Find your order by scrolling or by searching with the borrower name or loan number. In the far right column, you will see the order status. If it is not in pending closing status, you must contact the title agent immediately. The order cannot be closed until it is in pending closing status. To prepare for your closing, it is important to print any documents that the borrowers must wet sign. First, you will need to verify if the title office will send you the docs or if they want you to print them from Pavaso. The order must be in pending closing status before you can print them from Pavaso. To print wet sign documents from Pavaso, click on the order to open. Use the Print Documents button to print all the wet sign docs. Each document will print with a barcoded cover page. It's important that you include these barcodes with the wet sign documents when you send them back to the title office. You will also need to verify that you will have internet access at your chosen location. You will need internet to conduct a digital closing. You will also need to remind the borrowers to bring their Pavaso username, password, and PIN number to the closing if you are in contact with the borrowers. Now that all pre-closing steps are complete, we are ready to conduct a closing. Conducting a closing is fun and simple, so let's do one. Once you are with the borrowers, log in to Pavaso. From here, you will choose Digital Close Enterprise. Enter your 6-digit PIN. From your order lobby, you can search for the order that has been assigned to you. Click anywhere to open the order. From this screen, you will choose Web Closing. Choose Continue. From here, click to select Buyer Access. Click Continue. Next, you will confirm that you are the eNotary for this closing. If your username or email address appears in the field, choose Continue. If your name is not displayed, choose Change Notary and enter your username and password. Then Continue. The next step is to capture your signature. To do this, click Edit on the far right side of the screen. Draw your signature and initials in the boxes. Once complete, choose Adopt. Then Continue. Next, each borrower enters their PIN. They create this PIN when they create their account. Choose Continue. Now we will capture borrower signatures. Again, click Edit on the right. You will see the borrower name displayed at the top. This name matches the borrower name on loan documents. The borrowers must draw their signature and initials to match. You can delete and redo as many times as needed. Click Adopt to save. For our second borrower, we will again click Edit, and they will sign. Once all signatures are complete, choose Continue. Next, we will see the task list. It is informational only and shows digital actions to be completed during the closing. Click on Start Closing under the task list. We are now directed to the screen with all of our documents. We can see here that Mary's signature is already present as well as the date. This is because she accepted and saved this document at home. Our Buyer Complete button here in the top left-hand corner is gray. We need this button to become live to move forward. To do that, I'll come to the left side of the screen where you will see List of Docs and a drop-down box. Click the drop-down and choose Incomplete. This will bring up only documents with digital actions to complete. Click on the first document in the list to open it. We'll then scroll over to the screen to find any blue signature tags. To sign, the borrower will click on the blue tag, then click on the pop-up to insert the signature and date. Once complete, we choose Save in the top right corner. Click on Next Document in the pop-up to go to the next document. Here we have to sign again for the borrowers, so they will click in this blue signature tag to insert their signature and date. Again, choose Save in the top right corner. Documents that require e-notarization will display the blue tag for borrower signatures, as well as yellow signature tags for e-notarization. Borrowers must sign first, so if the signature is not present, they will click in the blue tag to sign. We will then click on the yellow notary tag, which will automatically add your signature, stamp, and commission expiration date. Choose Save. When all signatures are complete, a pop-up will appear. Select Stay here to review the signed documents if necessary, or choose Continue to move forward. Choosing Continue will act the same as choosing Buyer Complete and will complete the borrower's portion. If you click Stay here in the pop-up, you can later use the green Buyer Complete button in the upper left corner to complete the borrower's portion. After clicking Buyer Complete or Continue, you will get a pop-up reminder about wet signed documents. Since you have already printed the wet signed documents, click Import later. The mobile notary should never import. There is one final step to complete in some, but not all, states. In states where a digital notary journal is required, you will also need to complete the journal entry pop-up. This journal entry screen may also look different depending on your state. You will enter your name as the witness and sign. You will do so again for the second buyer. Choose Complete. Congratulations! You have just completed your portion of an e-closing. At this time, you can log out of Pavaso. And that's it. You've completed your portion of a digital closing with Pavaso. In order to become Pavaso certified, you will need to complete a practice order similar to the one you just saw. You will receive your Pavaso Mobile Notary certification via email. This will conclude our training. Thank you so much for your time.